Hello, friends and fellow Slayer Brotherhood Elite. It's your main man, Slayer Czar, here with an epic guide for maximum kill count per trip with the most beneficial setup and gear. So let's get right into it. Here's the gear setup, starting off with your most important Slayer helm, followed by the triple play max standard defense items of the legendary V-skirt, Dragonfire shield, and Bandos boots, followed by a fire cape, which can also be substituted for a trim skill cape, works just as well, may even offer a bit more prayer bonus. It's really up to you on what you think will be more beneficial. Zamorakian Hasta for the weapon offers good hits and slight defense bonuses. Barrel's gloves, regen brace, combat brace in that order for the glove slot. As for rings, I've personally tested both Tyrannical Eye and Berserker Ring Eye, and what I've found is that because Cerberus itself, the stats were tweeted by Mod Ash stating that the defenses for it for stab is plus 50 and the crush is the weakest at plus 25, proving that accuracy of hits really isn't necessary when it comes to Tyrannical. It would have to be much higher for it to be useful. Because of that extra 2 hit from the B-ring, it is more beneficial and essential, resulting in more and faster kills per hour. On to my reasoning with the triple play max standard defense items. The V-skirt is most useful for 3 key reasons. It offers plus 20 roughly slash bonus over Bandos Tassies, plus 4 prayer, and is untradeable, making it kept on death, which you will die a lot if you're just starting this off and looking at this guide. So less items to pick up the better, am I right? Other items useful to get but are not necessary is the Fury Ornament Kit. Keeps the Fury on death. That goes for Barrel's gloves as well. That requires completion of the Recipe for Disaster. And then of course DFS. I know most of you, if you have 91 Slayer by now, you should be able to afford these things, but you never know. And then of course the Slayer helm, using the black mask with all your spiny helmet, nose peg all together. Does not need to be imbued. Just a normal one will do since you're only using the melee. I found out that I've tested both with the blowpipe and with other methods of ACB that the melee with Hasta on Crush is the most effective. As for the second item of the triple play is the Bandos boots. Now I've gotten a lot of hate comment and rage from other players claiming that they don't think I know what I'm doing, but I think quite the opposite, because it offers outstanding overall defense and melee and range bonus. Keyword range. D-boots and primals do not offer any defense and range, and as stated before, maximizing your defense in the 2 areas of what you will get hit the most, which will be range and melee hits from the boss, resulting in less Cerberus and essentially more kills per trip. The DFS, also known as the Dragonfire shield, is the third item of the triple play and is used over many shields for a good reason. It's simply amazing, let's just say that. One of the best shields in the game, to say. Offers very high range and melee defense bonuses, along with an added bonus of plus 6 strength, which can result in you hitting plus 1 to plus 2 hits higher overall. I've personally tested just using Spectral, as though it's more AFK method because you don't have to swap all the time. You do tend to get hit more. Same with the Defender. Obviously not everyone can afford a Spectral or afford a DFS, in which case you're just screwed with the Defender, so good luck with that. But I'm telling you, you will get more kills with the customized setup of my choice. With the D Defender, I still see a lot of people using it with the standard bando setup of the chest plate and tassies, and D boots, which is fine, but overall, obviously, either makes you incompetent of higher Slayer bossing, and also makes me think that you haven't tried much testing with Cerberus itself. My guide will show you the most consistent, beneficial, and best setup gear / inventory to receive maximum potential per trip, resulting in less hair tearing out and rage quits because of 2 to 3 kills a trip, to my standard of anywhere from 12 to 18, averaging at around 14 a trip, rather than having to do the 2 to 3 kills and then having to go back to the bank in Narnia where the queen requests you. I'm here at the North Main lair of Cerberus. Let's get right into it. Gearing up and killing the boss. A good technique when you start. If you can stand under the boss before it fully stands up and releases its first attack of magic, you can get 2 hits off your Hasta, which make sure it's on crust because this is the best attack style. Then run back about 4 to 5 steps, sit there, wait until the moving attack hit pulls you back into the boss, resulting in only getting hit 2 out of the 3 triple threat hit from the boss, which is a combo of all 3 combat styles, which is melee, range, and mage. You can just sit there and pray according to these hits, but honestly, to me, it requires too much work and is tedious, and sometimes you can't get it every time, so it's best to just sit back, wait a bit, and then have it pull you back in, resulting in missing a full melee hit because it can't hit you from far away. Range defense is most likely going to hit a 0 or lower, so you're pretty much just hitting zeros all around to start. The Aru is a cry from Cerberus that is used at any time under 400 hit points, according to OSRS Wiki. The Gur is a cry from Cerberus that is used anytime under 200 hit points, according to OSRS Wiki. Now, both of these special attacks can be combined if he happens to say Aru when he's below 200 HP, in which case 95% of the time he will also spit lava right at you. Now, the tricky part is being able to comprehend both those things happening at the same time, and for a beginner it's quite a struggle when it comes to that, but it just takes some time and you'll get used to it. Now, the other technique that also takes some time to master is eliminating most, if not all, the damage from when he gurs, cry, and spits out 3 lava dots, in which case each lava dot has a circle of 9 around it, which does damage depending on where you're standing. This is 95% avoidable. There's a slight chance you might just be a tick off and get hit, or he spawns too near to you, in which case you try to move, but when you try to move, that other one is right damn next to you, so you really can't avoid it. Once you've killed the boss as many times as I have, everything is natural and instinct of reaction on how to kill the boss over and over. I mastered everything in about 500 kill count, so it does not take a rocket scientist, and it might not take as long for you to master it, and you may even master it faster than me or in a shorter amount of time. So in conclusion, guys, that is the main bulk of my guide and statistics on the 5K Cerb kills that I've done. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have any other questions, feel free to contact me on Twitch, Twitter, or Facebook page that I have up. You can also send me a message on YouTube. Feel free to hit all those up. Appreciate all the support that I've already been given, and cheers, mates. And as always, for my Slayer Brotherhood Elite, slay on.